Dixo and ApeChain present ApeChain on Chain and the first ApeCon virtual conference with Wiseman and Decentralized Fantasy Organization.
We got Wiseman joining us next to talk about Decentralized Fantasy Organization. Steve, I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what this is about, but I'm intrigued just by the name. So Wiseman, GM, thanks for joining.
Time starts now.
GM guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Fantasy football is a $29 billion industry with over 50 million players in the United States alone. Despite that size, engagement can sometimes be shallow. Most users drop off after a bad draft or mid-season slump. The model is outdated, hasn't changed in decades, really, since fantasy football was invented. Decentralized Fantasy Organization reinvents this experience using blockchain technology to turn players and teams into tradable assets, creating a transparent ownership, open market built for long-term engagement. Owners can buy, sell, and upgrade assets anytime with no commission or no gatekeeping by a centralized individual. Opportunity is massive. Fantasy sports are projected to top $92 billion globally by 2032, and over 19 million Americans saying they're likely to try fantasy in the next year. Engagement is rising. Daily format, best ball, dynasty leagues are all booming. So we tap into the growth by offering digital ownership, player agents outside of the league that do not own a team NFT.
And then Wiseman, we'll give you about 10 more seconds to wrap it up because we caught it back on the timer, but about 10 more seconds.
Sorry, yeah, I think that's about it. I think I'm good.
Awesome. Judges, any thoughts, questions before we rock out?
Yeah, two quick ones. One, sorry to be the lawyer, but like one of the interesting things about fantasy sports and all this stuff is, there's all kinds of IP attached to this stuff. How are you thinking about which types of digital assets you tokenize? Because there are ways to do that. And then second, how are you bringing ApeCoin into this?
So we would build it on. Well, we have POCs built now, but it would be on ApeChain using ApeCoin to as the liquidity to buy assets. Because our team NFTs are smart wallets holding player tokens. All of the transacting is performed in our ecosystem.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Sorry.
Okay.
And then in terms of IP, yeah. So we would not use just sticking with fantasy football, NFL team names. We would use city names, and then players. Our one goal is to get players signed up so that they can receive royalties on the mints and trades and sales of tokens in their day.
Cool.
Awesome.
Right on. Well, thanks for jumping up and thanks for getting the pitch and working through with us, as we know the technical difficulties happen quite frequently doing this every day. So it's definitely an issue that can happen.
Thanks for listening to ApeChain on Chain. This project is powered by the ApeCoin DAO through AIP572, bringing our community's valuable conversations on chain and also on traditional audio platforms. Rate this episode and/or leave feedback and earn Dixo rewards by visiting the Dixo on-chain platform.